What's good, family? So I'm gonna just trudge through this one. Forgive me if it's not what you was looking for. Actually, I don't give a damn what you was looking for because you came here to spend some time with me. So let's just spend some time together. Won't be a lot. Just a few moments. But I was about to not do this video, and the only reason I'm giving y'all this is because of the topic of the video. I literally was about to not do it, like coming up with every excuse and reason as to why not to do it, right? Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I tried to record it last night and it didn't record. Maybe the message isn't supposed to be delivered. Blah, blah, why, more Regina bullshit. The topic of today's video, oh, excuse me. I should probably stop belching on film, but it feels so good. The topic of today's video is I'm scared of being successful. I am petrified of success. It scares me. Take your moment to give me that dick look. Yeah, I deserve it. Every moment of it. And every side eye that I am currently receiving, thank you. I appreciate you for being real with me. I can handle it, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's like the more I work on my dreams and I'm like, hey, so this has to come to fruition somehow, right? Something has to come of it just because you're putting effort into it, positive effort. The more I also distract myself from my dreams. Like I was just saying, like, oh, I'm tired. I'm going to just lay down and take this load off. No. Oh, it's my day off. Why don't I just enjoy it? No. Like I literally had a conversation with a friend last night that made me realize I'm afraid of success. Only to be like, yeah, girl, I'm motivated. And then the first sign of something going wrong being like, oh, I'll handle it later. Oh my God. I don't know why I'm so silly. I don't know. I do not get it. But the conversation I had with my friend, I was sitting there, we were just chit-chatting, and then she's my accountability partner, so she was checking in, you know, when's the last time you did this? Oh, it's been a while. When's the last time you did that? Oh, it's been a while. Well, what's going on with this? Oh, you know, I kind of stopped doing that. And she gave me the look, and she said, oh, so you back to your bullshit. Girl, don't talk to me like that. I don't talk to my mama no more because she used to talk to me like that. But go on, what you mean? And she goes, yeah, you back to your bullshit of being capable of doing all of these things and not seeing anything to the end. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. She right. I mean, she's also been my friend for so long. Sorry, I'm drinking some coffee. Trying to do 17 things all at once because that's also my MO. We'll talk about that later. But she's right. I am always starting a project, never seeing it to the end, and then coming up with 1,000,001 excuses as to why I couldn't see it to the end. And I legitimately believe my bullshit. I believe it all the time, through and through. It's uncanny how I do it. It's just like, oh, I know this is some bullshit, but let me go here. And then, like, 2 moments later, I'm telling the third person the same bullshit ass excuse and running with it. Oh, yes, I can't because the dog that I don't own ate my homework that I don't have to do. Yeah, that's me. I just... You gotta own your shit so you can, like, you know, figure out how much it stinks and then do away with it. I run from the idea that I can be great. And I think that stems from 2 things, right? The first thing it kind of stems from is as I was growing up, I would always be asked, well, who do you think you are? And the way that it would come to me, it would always be in such a connotation that it just felt like I'm supposed to be nobody. Or if I think I'm somebody, then I'm in error. And that's just a shitty feeling to have as a human, but especially as a child. Especially as a child full of talent, as I was. Just beaming at this, like busting at the seams, rather. With just like words to share or knowledge that came from seemingly nowhere. And look, I've had supportive adults in my upbringing, so I'm not saying it like that. But there were more who just didn't understand me than those who did. And so I'm just sitting here like, maybe I fed into that. Who do I think I am? And why do I think I'm that damn important? Like, because that's kind of how I internalized that question. Why do you think you're this important? Why do you think you're this special? Why do you think that you deserve the things that you deserve? I mean, they're legitimate questions, but when you use them wrong, just like anything of positivity, it has the same amount of negativity in it, right? Like, I could fight to defend, or I can fight to destroy. Same thing. Same thing. It's just how you use it. The second thing is something I've always struggled with. Maybe it's an extension of the first, but Melissa Wade, when I was like 19, Melissa Wade is a debate coach from Emory University, or was at the time. I don't know what she's doing now. Probably still changing lives in her way. But Melissa Wade came to me around when I was 19 at a tournament one day, and she was just basically explaining to me that I suffer with imposter syndrome, where I don't think I am who I am, and so it's hard to just be and embody and just rest and keep moving and not get caught up in the minutiae of it all. This big old white woman might have something up her sleeves. She might be onto something. And what I didn't realize 14 years ago when she was dropping this knowledge on me is that, yeah, it's hard to rest on who you are when you don't know how you got there, you don't know where it comes from, and no one made that seem like it was okay. Like, she was in a small group of people, a small group of adults at that time in my life, a small group of elders, because technically at 19 I was an adult, a small group of elders who was like, no, Regina, it's fine that you're great. And you need that affirmation and that confirmation from somewhere to be like, okay, yeah, I'm great, and it's okay that I'm great, and my greatness doesn't take away from anyone. Growing up, until I started to gather my handful of elders for my tribe, growing up, I would just have adults in my life, placed in my life, that would make me feel bad for being great. And that is, I think, one of the worst things we can do, not only to young women, but young black women, and especially young black women who's rising up as they're going through. Don't make her feel like she's not supposed to be great. Don't make her feel like she's, and you don't, I guess you can't really tell what you make someone feel like. But for me, hearing the words of, who do you think you are, with that little twinge in the voice and a little swagger in the neck, it's like, damn, fam, I think I am who I am, because I am, because I be, you know, I'm sitting right here. It's just it does something to you mentally. It also always felt like that my greatness took away from something else. Like, if I'm shining, then someone else can't shine. It can only be one light on at a time. That's literally how I was raised. Because it was like, oh, Regina's doing debate, let's focus on her debate. Oh no, now this one is doing basketball, let's focus on his basketball. And oh no, and the cycle of abuse that we grew up in, we're going to insulate this one so he does nothing but love me, is essentially how our lives go. And I'll get more into that when I start doing story times, because my stories are dark. It's depending on what stories to share, right? But anyway, I was raised that only one light can shine at a time. And then I look at families like the Carries, right? Steph Curry. I found out that his dad, look, and the only reason I even looked up Steph Curry is because I've hated Steph Curry since 2004. Just hear me out. We have a very small overlapping history. It was just one day in the Georgia Dome in 2004 when he broke my heart. He destroyed my life, and I will never forgive this man for that. Steph Curry know what he did. Anyway, though, now fast forward these 15 years, and I'm sitting, 15 years, and I'm sitting here seeing all the accolades, and the finals just went down. I'm sorry, the Warriors lost. So I kind of just researched him, and to see how him, his wife, but forget that, his nucleus, right? Him, his mom, his dad, they all are successful. They all shine bright in their own right. It's like, oh, well, this proves that not only one light in a family of bright lights can shine at the same time. They all can shine as brightly as they do. And even dimmer lights, like his wife, she still adds to the ambiance and the beauty of the family, the Carries, right? So it's like, why did this person convince me that only one light can be on at a time? Or why was it built up that I couldn't shine the way that I'm supposed to? I don't know. And I don't think that's the part that I'm supposed to figure out, because that wasn't my bag. Those were just the cards that I was dealt, and so I just got to deal with them. In dealing with them, I tell myself every day now, in my morning affirmations, I guess is what I do, or I actually affirm myself when I feel myself going down that dark path, right? That path of, ooh, I'm about to fuck this person up. Ooh, I'm about to cuss this person out. Ooh, I don't want to talk to nobody. When I start to go down those dark paths, because I know where they ultimately lead for me and my mental and my psyche, I start to give myself those affirmations. And the one affirmation that keeps sticking out more than the most is that, Regina, you're great. Like, you are a dope ass female. Like, you're a dope ass chick. And keep moving in the realm in which you're moving. Because, only you can do you the way that you do you. So do it. I know how crazy that sounds. Actually, I know how simple that sounds. It's so simple, it's difficult to achieve. I did, and then so as you affirm yourself, you do need confirmations. And I think that's kind of what I'm speaking about. Not getting those affirmations or confirmations. Actually, I got the confirmations. I just didn't know how to handle them because I didn't have the affirmations going with them. Also, just because I wasn't being affirmed, I didn't have the faith. So now in my adultness, at 30 some odd years, I affirm myself, and that builds up the faith. And so the confirmation comes to me. I'm not seeking it, but it comes to me. Most recently, the confirmation has come because I got to spend some time with the two most people I love the most, my niece and my nephew. Yes, I love them the most because it is all about the babies. And I've been loving all of my friends' kids, and now I get to get kids that I love of my own. They're not mine, but they're, they have some of the blood that I have in me. And I know the way that I love them, God, it's going to be sick how I love my own. But I spent some time with them, had a real quick snowball date, me, them, and their mom. And so, I always give it back to their mom and their dad, because, without those two, it wouldn't be them. So my brother, I contact him, and I'm like, yo, thank you for letting me be a part of their life. And I love these kids, and I love how they love me, and just thank you for having them, because now we have this opportunity. And he gave me the confirmation that I didn't know I've been looking for, but I needed. When he said back to me, no, yo, I thank you for loving them as purely as you do, for not being the toxic woman that I see in society, for being very enveloping and protective and supportive of everything that they do. You're their aunt and they need you, and I see how much extended family is needed because of what you do for them. No, he really brought tears to my eyes. It's like, it's amazing when your little brothers grow up and show you that they grown as shit now. But yeah, like, I needed to hear that, because I think I'm doing positive things. I think I'm being non-messy, non-meddling, non-problematic, as I call it. But you never know. And somebody outwardly looking in kind of got to tell you sometimes, like, no, yo, you messy as shit, or no, yo, you good energy, you good money. And so to hear my brother tell me that I'm not toxic, and I'm full of love, and I'm very loving, those are the things that I don't think we got a lot of growing up. We had a lot of toxicity in our lives, so much so that we don't know what normal is. We were loved with a lot of conditions. Our love was very conditional. Yo, we had some hood ass women in our lives, like, and I'm not knocking a hood woman. I understand that level of survival, but it's like, be hood outwardly, and then inside you can lay your burdens down. But it is what it is. So now I'm embodying the fact that my greatness doesn't take away from anybody else. It's not a negative. It's not a bad thing to say that I'm the shit. Like, it's nothing wrong with being the shit. And so I'm not gonna let anybody else take that from me. They can't. And it sucks that they have in the past, and it sucks that people even want to at all. But it is what it is. So I don't know. I guess the last point I want to make is that I have to receive and believe the fact that I am great so that my kids will too. Maybe that was it. Maybe the people in front of me were never told how amazing they were, ergo they don't know how amazing they are. That might legitimately be a thing. Maybe it was that they were taught that only one light can shine at a time, and thus they gave it to me. No, I need to break that cycle. I need to understand, own, feel, and hold the fact that I'm great, so that when my children come, they know, oh shit, we was born into greatness. Let's go and make this shit work. Let's go and get it done. Let's go and be successful. Because I don't want them to wait 30 some odd years before they be like, nah, I'm going to run towards the things that I believe in, the things that really interest me, the things that make me happy. I don't want my children to repeat my bullshit. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be great, guys, from this point forward. I'm going to be the best Regina I can be. I will definitely do my best to be positive and loving and enveloping. I will definitely be open to correction when I am wrong. But more importantly, I'm going to continue to grow on this journey out loud with you guys watching, hopefully. So as always, I leave you with a lot of light. Because I am still perfectly lit, although I messed my lights up. Shout out to my production guy for always supporting me. Or he just didn't feel like coming back over and he told me how to do some shit. So, but thank you for the light. I leave you guys with a lot of life. Because every moment, every day, every person that you connect with, it's about making this thing we call life better. Because nobody has a blueprint to this shit. But we all in it together. So let's just make it work, right? But with always and everything that I do and everything that I receive and everything that is of importance, I leave you guys with love. The same love that you give to me, I give right back to you guys.